Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the two-guard spot. Here's the screen. Here's the three. De Silva with the rebound. And stolen by Fournier. And they're pushing it up. Lets it go from deep. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hand.
Takes the three. Good on the three-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Papanikolaou, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Driving to the basket. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
De Silva.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Started by Fournier. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
To the middle, picked off in midair. He's all alone. He's guarded by Fournier. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
Out to the wing. To halt the run. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Papanikolaou's got his 2nd basket of the night. It's Edwards on the wing. Off target with his 3. 1:36 left here in the first quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. When I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Pass to De Silva. Inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Now, here's Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pick. And it's Vezenkov missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
for three. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. It's stolen. And here's the fast break.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And there's the drive. They get it back. Shoots the three. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. They're up by one. And we'll be back right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Now here's Evans. Fires the three. The shot, no good. Covered by Evans. There's the triple. Peters grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Down low. Here's Milutinov. Rejected by Booker. On the wing, Booker. Pass to Napier. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for your home team, Booker.
Both good from the line that time. Quarter number two with just over a minute gone. The three was shot by Dorsey, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
From the arc, buries it from three-point range.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Peters. They set the pick. Drills it from outside.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Jumps up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Get in a hoop before the defense can get set.
That one goes in.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Got that one up quick. 8 points for him.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Evans. Booker pulls it in.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And the three ball is good.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play here in the second quarter. Peters kicks to Dorsey. And they get it. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Oh, that's a real nice looking deep three ball there.
Dorsey's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Offensive rebound. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
There it is, these guys, one of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Was shot by Dorsey, no good. Dorsey's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. 1:05 left to play in the first half. Drops in the tray.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Pass to Peters. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Peters has got 6 here in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
A 3-pointer, no good. Evans feeling it out a bit. Right wing. Here's Milutinov. A 3-pointer off the mark. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Napier with it. Evans picks him up. It's hauled in by Dorsey. Shoots the 3. And that one is off. Can't hit from in close. No good on that one. That'll do it for the first half. They're up by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Visiting team, 28.
And some good races going on in the conference. Who do you think would win a race between the three of us? And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the home team.
Bitch Bob.
That is more than enough of...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. He's guarded by Fournier. Launches a 3. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in at the 5. Gets the 3-pointer to Fall. 15 points in the game.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
For 3, Fournier sinks the triple.
Fournier saying, you sink one on us, I'm coming right back at you.
He's guarded by Fournier. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And they're running. And it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's De Silva. He's guarded by Fournier. There's the pick. Takes the 3. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
You know, even when you think you've got Fournier bodied up, he still finds a way to slither to a score.
And the 3 off target. Here's Papanikolaou. Edwards defending. Papanikolaou, good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
He's guarded by Fournier. Here's the three. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Pass to Vezenkov. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. It's guarded by Fournier. Outside Edwards. To the inside. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 5.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Finished off the break. Edwards got his first bucket in this one.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Stripped it away. And here's the break. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they could put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks. Now, here's Fournier. He's got 8. To the right side. Shoots. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
To the paint. Pass to De Silva. He's guarded by Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Here's De Silva. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 12. And work up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And that one drops.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
And the home team has possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They've got Fall, and it's Papanikolaou in at the 3 spot.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
A 3 ball. It's good from long range. He's got 26.
Wow. What can you say?
Pass to Vezenkov. There's the 3. That shot, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He's guarded by Fournier. Here's De Silva. Four on the clock. Fires for 3. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Fournier, that's for two. Had the space there, but it's offline.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lucic, and the layup falls.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Fournier, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Penetrating game, the ability to get inside off the dribble, very important for this team. And Fournier is brilliant when it comes to slicing up the defense with his drive.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
They set the pick. From deep, Evans connects from three-point range. Evans has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Dorsey. No good on the 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. For 3, Peters grabs the miss. Now Evans fires away from outside.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
For your home team, number 22, Giffey.
Evans has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Giffey. Offensive rebound. And Booker throws it down.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
1:05 left to play here in the fourth. Out to the right wing. Lucic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Evans. Lets it go from deep. Booker pulls it in. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Giffey. That 3 off the mark. Pass to Peters. From deep. Shot from the inbound. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean...
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They grab their own miss.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And the three-pointer goes.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The three. De Silva with the rebound. And just about a minute into this first quarter. This one for three. Drops in the three.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's the three. Buries it from three.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Edwards. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like they'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
And Allie, thanks. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. To the right side. And the layup falls. 10 points for him.
This strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Pass to De Silva. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. That three's off the mark.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
To stop the run. Tries again. Can't connect from short range.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Right wing. 1:25 left in the opening quarter. No good on the triple. Puts up a three. That won't go. Just 2 for 7 shooting.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Fires it. And it falls all over the rim and in.
Assist goes to number 16.
46 seconds left in the first. Three-pointer. And he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
From downtown, the steal. Out left to the wing. The three is up. And that's his 4th bucket in 9 attempts.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc. Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. They're up by 4. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Down low. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
He's guarded by Napier. He's off on the layup. And it's all tied up.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
He's guarded by Napier. Here's Mirotic. And it's off from three-point range. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. man, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The three ball. Clock at 6. For 3. And Booker pulls it down. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's the pick. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
To get back on track. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now here's Napier. Still no points.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. He's guarded by Napier. Beyond the arc. No good that time. Outside Booker. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Here's Mirotic. Booker defending. Jacks up a 3. Mirotic can't get it to go.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
To the left side wing. Lets it go from deep. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Drains the triple.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
A tight game here in Utah. From the arc. Drills it from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
They set the screen. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. He's got 5.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Napier. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league, so.
And swinging back to that first half of action, it has been a close contest for the home team.
Getting points.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you.
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. To the left wing. The three is up. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Now here's Brooks. He's scoreless. The three-pointer off the mark.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to De Silva. 6 to shoot. The three. Fires in the triple.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Misses the three.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
Number 16, one shot.
Brooks from outside. Can't get it to drop.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
There's a screen from deep. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 18.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Ball is turned off. Home team ball.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Launches a three. The shot comes out. 3 on 3. Knocks down the long J. Give him 20.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his first in the second half.
1:52 left in the third. From behind the arc. That shot off. Inside. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. A minute 20 left in the third. Have the space there, but it's offline. And here's the fast break. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Lets the three fly. Sends it home from three-point land.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
They set a pick. Fires the three. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Here's Balmaro. And it's rejected. Here's De Silva. There's the triple. Gets the three to fall.
Number 13.
Into the lane.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Off target from outside.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
To the wing on the left. From outside, off the mark. Fires from deep. Nails it from three.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
He takes it in. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 26.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pep.
Knocks down the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. On the clock. Outside Booker. McCormick with a rebound.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Old team foul. Edwards. First personal foul. First team foul.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Stolen by Booker.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The fast break triple. If I did that back in the day, I'd be headed to the bench.
Pass to Mirotic. Shoots over Booker. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Let's go with a three. Fires in the triple.
And showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
And there's the screen. Here he goes. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's the three. Mirotic can't get it to go.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Knocked loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Checking in for your home team. Giffen, 0.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. And a two-handed jam.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Edwards looking it over. 1:41 left in the final quarter. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. The 3 is up. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Takes a 3. That one is off.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Napier's checked in for Edwards. Booker with it. A deep 3. That shot, no good.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
From deep. The shot no good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Pass to Vizenkov. No good on the triple. Shields drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Fournier. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown.
When you make a three on him, Fournier wants a little payback, and he gets it.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Pass to Brooks. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the content.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Pass to Vizenkov. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D. Another whistle, and he's got to be careful with his foul situation.
Second team foul.
Brooks outside. Shields. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Vizenkov. No good from outside.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And it's good for 2. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Fournier. And it goes down 2 points. Fournier's got 5.
I'd like to see more of this from Evan Fournier. He's proven he has the size and touch to score inside.
Tries again. Rebounded by Papanikolaou.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Here's Vezenkov. Releases from the wing and drills it. He has 5. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Brooks covering. Here's the drive. And he slams it one-handed.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Fournier's shot is off. Fires from way out. Down it goes! Wow. Down it goes!
Where is answer?
Nice.
7-foot shot. That one's good. Vezenkov.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Over to the wing. Here's Balmaro. He's guarded by Fournier. Shot clock at 6. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Outside Fournier. Lets it go with a 3. The shot that time not on target. Here's Balmaro. Trains the three-pointer.
The three-pointer becomes a very high percentage shot when he's that wide open. You better get a hand in his face.
Fournier pass to Papanikolaou. To the middle. Here's Vezenkov. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
15 seconds left to play in the first. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Up 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Here's Quizair, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Evans kicks to Peters. Pass to Dorsey. Fires from the wing. McCormick with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Quizair. From outside, off the mark. And even 3-on-3 break. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Heritage the screen. Driving in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Peters. Here's the screen. Three-pointer. McCormick with the rebound. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Evans outside. Dorsey passes to Evans. Right wing. Pass to Peters. Lets the three fly. Nailed from three-point land. Peters has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Dorsey. It's a close game here in Chicago. They set the pick. Here's Evans. Here he goes.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Off the inbound pass. Drills the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Peters, covered by Mirotic. Yep, that one goes. Peters has got 5 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Dorsey. Dorsey's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Evans outside. Good on the triple. Evans has got 8 points.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
We've got 1:13 left in the first half of basketball. They get the rebound, and it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession on Friday and then on Sunday. A steal. And the layup is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
There's 47 seconds left here in the second.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
For the three. That shot missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to Peters. 5 on the clock. Launches it. The shot misses. Here's Cozier. It'll count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Leading by just 1. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in at the center, filling out the middle. Pass to Vezenkov. Fall passes to Papanikolaou. Just 4 to shoot. Money from the wing. Papanikolaou's got his first 2 points. It's tipped. Brooks outside. Pass to Balmoro. Shields, who's guarded by Fournier.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Shields used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Pass to Fournier. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Vazenkov. That's the sixth make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Brooks covering. And he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 5.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
The 3. And it's Vazenkov with the rebound. Outside Fournier. Yep, that one goes in there. Fournier's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You've got to be able to manipulate the defense in pick and roll. Fournier, nice job there.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, we're just out there to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Fournier. 7 points in the game. Here's Vazenkov. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much, whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court. You've got to do it as a unit.
Here's Vazenkov. He's got 13. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Balmaro. Brooks with no one around. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Fournier. Can't connect from long distance. Fournier's gone 1 of 5 from 3-point territory. Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's the screen. Latre. Brooks outside. This one for 3. That one doesn't drop.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And we've watched 3 so far. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the 2-guard spot.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Now here's Evans. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Mirotic. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Driving the lane. The offensive rebound. Here's Peters. Takes a three. McCormick with the rebound.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
To take the lead. That shot, no good. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Dorsey. Drains the three-pointer. Dorsey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Mirotic has gone 1 of 4 from the field. Drives to the hoop. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
From downtown, it's good from long range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Evans passes to Peters, and he dunks it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Covered by Evans. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Peters. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And the first one drops.
Team foul. At the line for your home team.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
And he makes that one.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Evans, good. Evans has gone 3 of 6 from outside, 50%. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Mirotic has gone 1 of 5 from deep.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Personal foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Covered by Evans, and a missed late. Pass to Vizenkov. It's Evans on the wing. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Fires the 3. Evans with the rebound.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Here's Vizenkov. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here. Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Now here's Evans. He's guarded closely. There's the triple. That ball is good for another field goal, his 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Here's Dorsey.
Away team foul. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Coming on the floor for your home team.
32 seconds left in the 4th. Pass to Vizenko. Traps in the train.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be...
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Vezenkov, sinks the tray.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Fournier covering. Three-pointer. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Pass to Vezenkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Jacks up a three. De Silva with a rebound. Fournier covering. They set the pick. The three. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Offensive board on the wing, Fournier. He drops it from range.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Fournier covering. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. It's a one-on-one situation. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
Vezenkov's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Pass to De Silva. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Drills it from deep. 6 points for him.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
The shot by Fournier, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Takes it inside, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Vezenkov. Out to the wing. They need this. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
1:44 left in the first quarter.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Fournier. Puts up a three. De Silva with the rebound. Here we go. The kick out to Edwards. The three. Gets the three ball to go.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
4-3. The shot by Vezenkov, no good. Vezenkov's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. 58 seconds left to play in the first. Over to the left wing. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
On the take. And he makes it on the layup.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Fires the three. The shot misses. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Fires for three. On target from range. Mazenkov's gotten his third basket of the night.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Buries it from three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Papanikolaou. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. They lead by 2. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
They're just out hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Here's Evans. And the three-pointer goes. Evans. It's stolen away. Booker defending. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Out left to the wing. Knocks it down from distance.
3 points.
Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Here's Evans. And a miss there on the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
This one for 3. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 6.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Here's Peters. Booker defending. Peters, no good. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. And Booker with the jam.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
The shot by Evans, no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Launches a 3. They get it back. Here's Booker. Uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
The shot by Evans, no good. Evans has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Off the mark there with a 3. It's a 5-point game. Here's Peters, and he jams it home with authority.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Now here's Napier. No points yet. A minute 50 left in the second period. Pass to Booker.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 42 left in the second period. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. He's got 5.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Down low. Here's Peters. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Napier. It's Booker on the wing. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. Booker's got 7.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
There's a screen. Dorsey tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Outside Napier. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Evans. And the 3 off target. Evans has gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. There's 25 seconds left in the second. They get it back. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He takes it in. Drops in the layup for 2. To halt the run. The shot no good. That'll do it for the first half. Up 10. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
That one gets started at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
2 of the best teams in the league facing off. Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the visiting team. Appreciate you joining.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Evans has gone 2 of 7, struggling a bit. Fournier covering. Here's De Silva, still without a bucket. From outside the arc. Fournier with a rebound. Here's Papanikolaou. Here's Fall. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Fall's gotten his first bucket of the night.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Fournier for 3. Here's Vezinkov to the wing on the left. Now Fournier. There's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Fournier's got 6. Fournier's gone 2 for 5 from 3-point range. Right side Edwards. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
To the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Oh, got that one up quick. 17 points in the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Here's Papanikolaou, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
For 3. No good there. 6 for 11 now from the floor. Pass to Vezinkov. The baseline J. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Off target from three-point range.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Papanikolaou. De Silva with a rebound. De Silva's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Vizenkov. A deep 3. That one doesn't drop. It's a one-on-one situation. Launches it. Pure from three-point range. 20 points for him.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. Fournier covering. Takes the 3. Second shot opportunity. Can't get the layup.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Get there.
Pass to Fall. Outside Fournier. From the arc. He shot that time, not on target. Fournier's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Fournier covering. Here's the pick. Drops in the 3.
Here in the 3rd, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
To the paint. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
In transition. Pass to Vizenkov. Can they get it? Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
To the inside. Banked it in off the glass.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Leading by 14. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The 3 ball. And Booker with the jam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Here's Peters. No good on the triple. Peters has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. To the middle. Here's Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Evans, that's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
His first shot attempt. And that one comes up a bit short.
I love their work on the glass. They hold a nice rebounding advantage.
From deep. He buries it from 3. He's got 26.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Hits the trifecta.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Peters. From downtown, he buries it from 3.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
They set the screen. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. The 3 is up. Hits the three-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Evans, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And he drops the first. And Richard, with the new CBA in place, the middle class is starting to strengthen in the league.
And I think that's a good thing. You don't want minimum players and max players. There is a big gap between those two styles of play. There are so many players that fit in between. There's all-stars. There's young players that deserve a larger portion of the money.
And they're on the break. Lets the 3 fly. They get it again to the wing, right side. Pass to Dorsey. The 3 ball. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Here's Edwards. Knocks it down from distance.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
The shot by Evans, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Fires from deep. No luck on that one. It's an even 3-on-3 break. This one for 3. Peters' shot is good. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Pure from three-point range. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Peters. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Booker for 3. The shot, no good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Out to Brooks. Shields, just 5 to shoot. Nails the wide open jump shot.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Now Brooks to the wing on the left. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They set the screen. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
From past the arc. They get it back. Out to Edwards. Goes up with it again. Count the basket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Stolen by Brooks. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. To the left side wing. Shields in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
There's a screen. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. From deep, buries the long-range jumper.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Out to Edwards. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Over to the left wing. And it's off from 3-point range. One-on-one fast break. The quick look, no good that time. He takes it in. 1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Rebounded by Balmoro.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Here's Balmoro. And he gets the bucket. Balmoro's got 5. 41 seconds left in the first. Clock at 6. There's a good screen. It's deflected.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Shields. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Oh, we've... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Going inside, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Giffey, good on the 3-point shot.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Fires for 3. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Napier with it. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Pass to Booker. The three. Out left to the wing. Napier finds Booker. Launches a three. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's McCormick. Fires the three. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Giffey cranes it from beyond the arc. 6 points for him. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
A three ball. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. And Booker throws it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's the pick. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Mirotic grabs the miss. 3 on 3. Here's Quizer. They grab their own miss. McCormick's shot is off.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Not going to go that time. Intercepted. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, hands it from downtown.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
A three for Mirotic. He doesn't hit that one.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Beyond the arc. That's tipped. Pushing it up. Here's
Look out below. Wow, that finish.
Pass to Mirotic. Launches it. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Down low. Knocked away.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
To the paint. Napier covering. 6 to shoot. Sinks the three-pointer. 17 seconds left in the first half. Banked in off the glass. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Good on the triple. Mirotic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
The three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Puts it up. And he knocks down the jumper. 10 points for him.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
It's Brooks on the wing. Lets it go with a three. That one, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's De Silva. Scoreless thus far. No good on the wing three.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Puts up a three. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
There's a screen. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Outside Edwards. Lucic. Brooks covering. There's the triple. That shot off the mark.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
Bangs home the trifecta.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to De Silva. Four on the shot clock. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Shields gets the three-point bomb. 16 points for him.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Fires the three. Drills it from outside.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Shoots the three. A three-pointer is right on target. 19 points in the game.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
They set the pick. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. He's feeling it. And no good that time. Brooks covering. From downtown, nailed from three-point land. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Shields, offensive rebound, and that one is hammered home.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Sinks the triple.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
It could go, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Latrey drills the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Pass to McCormick. And here is Mirotic. Lets it go from deep. He can't hit that time. Lucic. No good on the three. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. That savvy little up fake there. Cool in the D.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And the three ball is good.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Outside Mirotic. Takes a three. Well shot off that time. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
They swipe it. From deep three-point land. The shot, no good. This one for three. Can't hit that one. From outside the arc. Connects from three-point range.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
No good on that one.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
There's the three. McCormick with the rebound. To the left wing. To tie it up. That one doesn't go. And they're moving it up. Knocks down the three ball. He's got 29 points.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, no one's on you, great shot there.
Hits it from three-point range.
absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that three of their own, and this gets the crowd energized.
Fires from deep, and the three ball is good.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer up.
Puts up a deep three. It doesn't go for him.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
They get the rebound, and a dunk by Booker.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Puts up a deep three. The long-distance three is buried.
Once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
On the wing, Booker. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Driving inside. And that one, good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point territory. That shot is off. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Fires from way outside. He can't get that one to fall. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but...
Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Brooks from outside. Can't get it to drop. Deflects the pass. Here's Papanikolaou. From deep three-point land. Not going to go that time. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Here's Vezinkov. The three. Drains the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Vezinkov's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Brooks drives in. Count it.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Fournier. Down low. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Oh, a really deep three that time. He's got 5.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. They set a pick. Pass to Vezinkov. No good with the triple. No good on the 3. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. When I asked about guarding the big man, Domantas Sabonis, he told me his versatility is really tremendous. I told our guys to be aware of not just his scoring ability, but to clog up any passing lanes they see, because he can really move the ball too. It's going to take a total team effort from us. Let's see how things play out.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Fournier. He can't hit that time. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Knocks down the long J.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
There's a screen. Here's Vezinkov. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Here's the break. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range. Vezinkov's got 6.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And we've got 1:18 left in the opening quarter. Fires in the triple.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Outside Fournier. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Fournier's gotten his second bucket on the night. And there's a pick from behind the arc. All by himself for the finish. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Here's Balmaro. Fournier covering. Five to shoot. Fast break. Here we go. go. And he goes in for the dunk.
When Fournier gets going in transition, he's a blur. Hard to stay in front of him when he gets going.
Brooks outside. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
There's 14 seconds left in the first. And the layup is good. He's got 13.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Up by 3. And back to the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Puts up a deep 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And there's the screen. Here's Evans. Offensive rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
And it's Dorsey with the rebound. Here's Peters. No made baskets yet. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Beyond the arc. The shot by Dorsey, no good. Off target with the 3. Goes up on the wing. The shot by Evans, no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Gets the 3 to fall.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Fires for 3. It's not going to go for him.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Away team foul. Peters. First personal foul. First team foul.
From deep three-point land. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's Dorsey. Yet to see a basket. Puts it up from the high post.
Their offense isn't helping them tonight. Too many missed opportunities.
Here's the pick. Here's Mirotic. Takes the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Evans. Nails it from beyond the arc. Evans has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Out to the wing for 3. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Four on the clock. From deep. No good that time. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Second personal foul. Second team.
1:35 left in the first half. Pass to McCormick. Connects from downtown. He's got 6.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here's Evans. Right wing. 3-pointer. Peters' shot is good.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
The 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
There's 42 seconds left in the second.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Here's Mirotic. He's got 6. 3-pointer. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now. His first miss. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Over to the wing. Here's Dorsey. Knocks down the triple. Dorsey's got his first 3 points of the game. Pass to Mirotic. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Good if it goes. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Leading by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
He's been a force over the stretch, getting to his spots, capitalizing.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the home team. And that'll do it for...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's Balmaro. Fournier with a rebound. Releases. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Fournier's got 10 points in the game.
Fournier's teammates trust him when he fires the pull-up jump shot. I mean, the defense cannot afford to lay off of him or they're cooked.
It's hauled in by Fall. Here's Vezinkov. He has 6. Lets it fly. And he gets the jumper to drop. Give him 8 points now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's...
Oh! Wow. Come on! With authority! Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
There's the drive. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
No luck on that one.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
They set the pick. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fournier for three. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And when Fournier gets rolling, watch out now. A high percentage shooter. He's very gifted at getting the looks he wants out there.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Brooks defending. Pass to Vezenkov. Pulls up. Balmaro grabs the board. Vezenkov's gone 3 of 8 tonight from the field. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
No good from outside.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
It from deep. Give him 20.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. Will it go? Brooks with the rebound.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Now Fournier to the left wing. Here's Papanikolaou. That three's off the mark. On the wing, Brooks. Here's Balmaro. Here's the three. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
To the left side wing. There's the triple. It doesn't go for him. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? They're up by 6. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Evans. McCormick with a rebound. McCormick's got 4 rebounds now. Out to the right wing. Pass to Mirotic. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
The layup off target. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Evans. And it's all from three-point range.
At some point, you need to know when to stop shooting. Just too many misses piling up for him.
Count it.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Peters. From the arc. The shot comes out.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Mirotic. Fires the three. Missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one. Here's Evans. McCormick with a rebound. McCormick's got 6 rebounds in the game. Takes a three. Sinks the tray.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Here's Evans. To the right side. Here's Peters. Buries it from 3. Peters has got 6 points in the quarter.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Peters has gotten 3 of his 5 to go tonight. Right wing. Pass to McCormick. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Evans. From down in the low post, it goes. 1:24 left in the game. Pass to McCormick. Here's Mirotic. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Here's Peters. 3-pointer, no good. Here's Mirotic, and he converts the layup.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Good on the bucket.
Their focus has been terrific. They really put on a clinic here today.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
Oh, wow!
Whoa!
Oh, he drills it from deep.
Really testing the limits of his range there, B.A.
Over to the left wing. Alive from deep 3-point range. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a